Welcome back, I'm your Stuttering Tech Drew, and today I have a good one. It's a budget smartphone from BLU, and it's the G91 MAX. Now, there are three variants of this. I believe it's the G91 Pro as well, and the G91S, but I will leave the link in the description for all of these devices. Now, let's get the price out the way. It comes in at $250. Right now, at the time of recording this video, Amazon does have it for $228, I believe, $28.99, yeah, $229. So I'm gonna run down the specs real quick for those of you who may want to know, and I'm not even going to pretend to know this. I'm just going to read it off of the box itself. So this device has a 6.8-inch Full HD Plus Infinity Dot display. For the GPU is the MediaTek Helio G95. It's an octa-core processor clocked at 2.0 gigahertz. Has 128 gigs of internal memory, 8 gigs of RAM. It has an advanced AI camera with LED flash, and the sensor is a 108 megapixel Samsung HM2. It also has a 2 megapixel depth sensor, a 5 megapixel ultra wide, and I believe it is a 2 megapixel macro as well. It's super pixels with 128 megapixel super zoom, 60 megapixel selfie camera, 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 10 watts wireless charging, and I believe it has a hyper charging, as they call it, or which is quick charge at 18 watts. Also have a side mounted fingerprint sensor. It accepts micro SD cards up to 256 gigs and premium AG glass battery cover design, and is powered by Android 11. But you do get a lot for your money. So inside the box you also get a case, which is not your typical plastic case that you usually get, those clear cases you usually get. I think this is a little bit more high quality, and it does do the job. It will get you started right out of the box. We also get a tempered glass, which I left in the box because I am actually sending this device back. The tempered glass was actually broken right out of the box. It was already cracked. You get, of course, the cable. You get the charging brick, and we get a wired earbud, a pair of wired earbuds. And I will start with the reason why I'm actually sending this device back, and that's because of there is a chip right here on the phone itself. I'll put it up to the camera. I hope you guys can see that. It's right here, right next to the SIM ejection tray, which is located on the left side. And we also have our volume rocker right here. On the top, we have a mic. On the right side, we have the fingerprint sensor power button. On the bottom, we have a speaker grill, USB-C port, another microphone, and the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So on the back, we have our camera setup, and this is not actually a big hump here. It's not protruding as much as, like, say, right here what I have, not that phone, but I don't have it next to me right now, but like the Pixel 6 Pro, which has a huge protruding camera set up on the back. And we have LED flash, of course. And I do have the gray model. I did forget to mention that you can pick this up in gray, which is what I have here, and sky blue. Now, as you can see in camera, it's like a two-tone gray. It's darker here and lighter up here, and it doesn't change depending on how light hits it. And it does pick up fingerprints, even though you really can't see it, which is good. It has this nice glass finish, as they're calling it. It kind of feels like plastic, but it's smooth, but it's not slippery. I don't know how to explain that, but again, if you don't feel confident, we do have the included case right here that you can just slap on. I'll show you guys quickly how it looks with the case on, and it looks really nice. You have access to all your ports, speaker grill, port, and everything here. And then it does have the indentation for the volume rocker. This device did not come with a lot of bloatware. Besides the news pop and some games that came installed, there wasn't not much bloatware in here. Solitaire, Word Connect, TikTok, Pandora, pretty much stock Android that is in this device. This device has FM radio, and the headphones is used as an antenna so you can pick up those FM channels. Now let's talk about the cameras. You're not going to get the top of the line, of course, for a $250 device, but do want to note that there is no optical image stabilization or electronic image stabilization. So you will have to stay pretty still when shooting photos or taking videos, especially in low light. So let's go through these video modes real quick, and they do have AI on this camera. So we have video, photo, portrait, and if you go over to more, we have night mode, pro mode, 128 megapixel. I'm not really sure what that mode is for. Since they're saying that it's a 108 megapixel camera, but there's a 128 megapixel mode. We also have GIF mode, so you can create your own GIFs, and we have beauty mode, panorama, slow motion, time lapse, intelligent scanning, and of course we have our macro. When you go to the settings, instead of taking you into a setting menu, this is what it comes down with, a drop down, which gives you quick access to those settings, but that's all you can do. There's no choosing a high efficiency mode or anything like that. So you're stuck with what you get. Now the cameras on here, it does record. If you come over into video and you go into the settings, then you will get the video quality, which is 4K. It doesn't tell you what, but this device only records up to 30 frames a second in 4K, and you can also do 1080p, 720p, and 480p. So those are the options that you have. For the front-facing camera, let's see, for the video, you have 1080p, 720p, 480p, and CIF low. I've never even heard of that option, but yeah, that looks very bad on that quality right there. I've been using this device for a couple of days now, and I do notice that it gets a bit hot after a while, and you will get a warning on the screen that lets you know that the temperatures is very high. So when you're playing games, or playing a mobile game or something, you will have to try to not play those very high extreme games. Even though the phone handles those games like Asphalt 9, when I was playing it handled it pretty well. I didn't see any issues with it not being able to handle those games. So you will have no problems there. So let's talk about the fingerprint sensor. It's very fast. As you can see, I'll do it right now. I'll just tap my finger and it opens up. I'll just tap my thumb and it opens up pretty quickly. And I can even use my left index to open it up as well. And that was pretty fast. Now this device also has face unlock. And as you can see, it's unlocked. One more time. And it's unlocked. So yes, so you have a lot of ways to unlock this device. Or I do think this device will be appealing to people who are on a budget, or those, especially elderly people. I don't want to just say elderly people because there are young people that I know who have budget phones and don't wouldn't even mind running with this because they don't care about social media and picture quality and so forth. They just want to have memories and they don't care about how well the photo is. So yeah, this will be appealing. This is a good one from Blu, and there was also, as I mentioned before, there's the G91S and the Pro as well. But this is the Max. This is the top of the line version of the G91s. And yeah, link will be down in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Once again, I'm your Stuttering Tech Drew. Peace.